Okay, y'all, as I was saying, I was getting overheated and all that kind of thing on Christmas Day when I was cooking. And I don't know, I just thought it just was my normal self. But just sort of be cautious, especially now that we know the symptoms of this virus, fatigue and getting overheated for me were just two of those signs that I kind of, chalked it up to something else. Okay, enough of that, y'all. It's time to make these oatmeal raisin walnut cookies. I've been wanting them since yesterday. Didn't feel like doing them yesterday. I'm ready to go today. So as you can see, I've got my 2 sticks of butter already in the mixing bowl. So I'll give you the ingredients. Because when y'all know me, I actually wrote the ingredients down. Okay, it's 1 1/2 cups of pecans or walnuts, 2 sticks of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, 2 extra large eggs, 2 tablespoons of 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. If you got real vanilla, I don't, so I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons full. 1 1/2 cups of flour. Now, if you're gonna use, I use self-rising flour, so that's the recipe I'm giving you. So 1.5 cups of flour, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of ginger. I put ginger in my oatmeal cookies. I just do. 3 cups of oats, and not the instant oatmeal. Make sure you don't use instant oatmeal. And 1.5 cups of raisins. And then, of course, we're going to get to how we put this together, y'all. We're going to start out, of course, with the butter. And we're going to cream the butter and the sugar. And y'all know what creaming means. We're just going to put that cup of sugar right into that butter. That's my white sugar. Put my rest of my sugar in there. I'm trying to cheat me. Okay, then we gotta have a cup of brown sugar that's gonna go in there as well. You know, when you use brown sugar, you sort of pack it down, so you make sure you got your full cup. You know, brown sugar is sort of kind of loosey-goosey there. So, okay. Now I'm gonna set that other one. I'm gonna set my brown sugar to the side for a minute or two, and I'm gonna go ahead and start. If you have a cutter, so butter cutter, I guess you call them, or pastry cutter, you can use that, of course. I don't have one, so we're using a big fork. And all they're doing is just cutting the butter into the sugar. You know what? Praise you, Jesus, because I feel good. I was kind of dragging earlier this month. I thank the Lord. I feel pretty good right along in now. Hallelujah. God, I tell you, thank you. Because I'm telling you. Okay. That is my brown sugar. Put the rest of it in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my eggs in. You can beat them ahead of time if you like. If not, you don't have to. Okay. Get these butter. Brown sugar smells pretty good, y'all. What I say, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of vanilla flavor in here. So that's 1 and that's 2. Because I'm going to tell you what, that's just regular imitation vanilla. I got, one day I'm going to break down and buy it. Because I think it's like $17, $18 a jar whenever I go to Sam's Club. Because you have to buy the big one. And the other day, I just didn't feel like I wanted to pay that because I was out of vanilla flavor. Y'all excuse me just now. I had to walk across the room. Sushi, I forgot to get me a spoon. And now I'm just going to sprinkle my teaspoon of ginger. Teaspoon of ginger. And I'm going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg in there. Remember I told y'all about that nutmeg. You have to go light on it because, honey, it'll trip you up, y'all. Nutmeg will trip you up. I had to walk away. Y'all excuse me for a minute or two. I need a dash of salt. Here I come. Okay. I need about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt in there, so that's just about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Get all those ingredients mixed in. Okay. Get all that going. Get my little utensils out the way. Okay, so far what we got? We got the butter, the sugar, the eggs, and the seasoning. The ginger, the vanilla, and the nutmeg. Okay? Now, I got some grandma's molasses. And you know you gotta have that. And I'm gonna have to buy, it's time to buy another jar. I probably got a good, let's see. I probably have that's a teaspoon. I need a couple teaspoons of this grandma's molasses. Probably should just use all of that. I don't think it's gonna hurt a thing. Okay. Get grandma's molasses going in there. You need about a couple teaspoons of grandma's molasses to go in them cookies. See, all those little things like that, just throw in for extra added flavor, y'all. And when you bite off into these cookies with all that butter and sugar and Lord have mercy, and that's like a good homemade cookie. I don't think anything beats that better than a piece of homemade sweet potato pie or a slice of good old-fashioned pound cake. You know what? I'm gonna have to try my hand at that. Now I can't make a pound cake. I'm gonna do that one of these days. Like I say, my kids don't do it. They don't ask for a lot of sweets except for sweet potato pie. Okay, now we are ready to start adding in our dry ingredients, which is gonna be your oatmeal. Excuse me, your oatmeal, your flour, and we're just gonna alternate. I need 1.5 cups of flour. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and whip in 1 cup of flour. Tell you, look, don't be scared, y'all. Look, these gonna be some of the best oatmeal cookies, just like they were the time before when I made them. Okay, got 1 cup of flour in there. Got 1 cup. And you know what? When you're doing, when you're cooking, now this is for me because I cook for myself and for my family and friends. Along the line, when you get to making these cookies or cake or whatever, pie, and if it's too much of something, then you thicken it. If it's not enough, you thin it. So now we're gonna go ahead on and pour that other 1/2 cup of flour in there, because now we gotta get the oatmeal ready to get up here on board here shortly. It's sitting over there. Mr. Quaker Oats is sitting over there looking. And then the last thing we're gonna add will be our nuts and raisins, y'all. Okay. Now this recipe, I did one recipe. I think I half in that oatmeal, but we're gonna see about that oatmeal. But you want the oatmeal, honey. You want the oatmeal tasting. And remember, use regular Quaker Oats. Do not use that instant oatmeal when you're doing this cooking. Okay, that's 1 cup of oats. Okay, and you see how this is going to turn out, because these cookies are supposed to be, they have got to be stiff enough so when they cook, you have something to bite into. Okay, so we got 1 more cup to go. Are y'all getting scared? I'm not scared. I'm serious. This is a bonfire recipe. See that? And you know, when you bake these, you only got to bake them about 25-30 minutes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pour a cup of raisins. It calls for a cup and a half. Of course, y'all know I use sun-made raisins. Or if you know, Food Line makes a brand of raisins, and I think maybe some other grocery stores too. If they have a store brand of raisins, or if you prefer craisins, do craisins. Either one will work. Okay. So we got all our oatmeal in. Now we got all our raisins in. Okay. These are going to be some good old cookies, y'all. Good cookies, y'all. Good old, good old, good old. Okay, now, cup and a half of raisins. That's only a cup. And it's a half cup. And then it's a cup and a half of my walnuts. These are some great walnuts too, by the way, y'all. I mean, absolutely wonderful. These are Food Line brand. I'm going to show them to you here in just a second. Okay. I need... Where's my nuts here? There they are. Okay. These are Mariani's premium walnuts. And I'm here to tell y'all, this bag here, this is a, what, 1 pound bag? $6. And I mean to tell you, they're big, nice, meaty walnuts. Let me show y'all. Nice, big, meaty pieces. So I'm going to just break them a little bit, just some of them a little bit. Okay. You know, as I'm standing here talking, just been standing and doing this work here for maybe 10, 12 minutes. I can feel myself getting a little bit winded. Glad I'm almost done. But like I'm saying, I'm telling y'all, we're just going to break some of them up. Some of them are huge. Some of these walnuts are almost whole pieces, y'all. Okay, we don't mind if we get some whole pieces in a cookie. I know I don't mind. Okay. I've got that oven set on 350, I think it is. Yeah, 350 degrees. And we are going to... Now, when I'm doing cookies, I like big cookies, y'all. I don't like little bitty cookies. We'll get these stirred up really, really good. Yum, 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 yummy, y'all. And all you do is just continue to stir it until you know all your ingredients are mixed in well. And then the next thing you're going to do is go ahead and drop them on your cookie sheet, or your baking sheet. Start to finish for 10-12 minutes to get them mixed up. Another 25. So about, let's see, 25. So about 35, about 45 minutes, you can have these on a little saucer with a glass of milk sitting by it, or a hot cup of tea, or whatever you're going to eat them with. And this, folks, is how you make some of the best oatmeal cookies that you're going to put your teeth into in life. I promise you. I promise you. So y'all hold on. Let me do a little bit of cleanup so I can get these out on the baking sheet. Okay, I'm back. I've oiled the pan just a little bit with some butter. And I'm going to use a tablespoon to drop these cookies with. Just a tablespoon. I think we'll make them pretty big. So I can get 3 here. Okay. We're gonna cook these for, I think it's 25 minutes that I need to cook them for. I hope I get 2 dozen out of these. Like I said, I kind of like a good sized cookie. Yeah, I think I'll get a couple dozen out of here. Yeah. Couple of dozen. Okay, got that first dozen on there. Little bit more on each one of those. Now, it's time for these babies to go into a 350-degree oven for 25 minutes. Kind of have a little kind of shape to them. So there they are, and here we go.
Hey, so I'm sure you checked me out online. Lying. You never lied to me. And?
Your dad.
He came from nothing. He started working when he was 9 years old to support his mom and his younger brothers and sisters, and he hated it. Now he owns restaurants and hotels and sells oysters to every restaurant in the city. We were young, he used to wake us up every morning with the same words. The world is your oyster. Whatever you read about him is lies. My older brother
Thanks, babe. Look at that. Listen, sorry, I called for a car, but my phone died, and anyway, I got 50. And I said, I need to get to a place called Rufus on Esplanade. You know what I'd really like to do with my time over here? Fish.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Are those boat tours worth it?
Most of them are scams, but I know a few guys. What you want to fish?
Oh, I don't know. I'm an amateur. You know, maybe some deep water.
Hell yeah, man. Deep water's where it's at. You got your yellowfin out there, you got your marlins, your wahoo. I tell you what, you get a guy with a boat knows what he's doing. Get some cold beers.
Tuna.
Yep.
They get pretty big. You ever catch one of those?
Oh yeah, of course I have.
Biggest I ever caught was about 168 pounds, but my friend set the record last year of 242. I'm gonna break that record once I get my own boat.
Getting a boat.
Yep. Just sitting down at both stuff in the marina right now. 2020 Sea Fox 3
it's all right. Why don't you just pull over and I'll walk the rest of the way.
You sure?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Boys,
Oh, hey, Miss B. Hey, Mom. There's his French chef for the Parmesan Conte.
I'll make sure no one bothers you, sweetheart.
Thanks, Mom. It's gonna be the hottest shit in NOLA. Period. We're gonna turn 150 grand into $500,000. Then we're gonna do it again. And the whole waterfront, and every casino will be back surrounded. My father will see. I was fucking right. Yeah. Try this. You're my guinea pig, Joey.
You get that or what?
It's not mine. I think it's coming from.
Hello?
Trevor, due tomorrow. Venice Marina. If you want your money, you'll be there. Unarmed and alone.
Wait a minute.
You sure? You can drop me here.
Is this your house?
No.
So which is yours?
It's around the corner, but
Wait. What, are you like embarrassed? You don't want your dad to see me? Oh my god, right, okay. I'm gonna do this.
do what?
I'm gonna stop right in front of your house, lean in the horn, and kiss you like you've never been kissed before in your life. Right or left? Right or left? Don't lie to me.
tell you the time when I first met your mother in New York. She was at NYU, living in West Village, and I was at Columbia, in a 2-bedroom, sharing it with 3 other guys, 6th floor walk-up in Harlem. But for some reason, we found ourselves studying at the same cafe in the East Village. And oh boy, I wanted to talk to her. I really did, but I thought maybe I never would. Maybe it was shyness or I was intimidated. She was so beautiful. One day she walks in and she is wearing this blue knitted scarf and she's so poised and suddenly it was possible. So I just walked right up to her table and I said what I had to say. I like your scarf. It came out like a question. Well, I don't know. Don't ask me. But she starts laughing uproariously. And when she stopped laughing, she looked at me with a look that was the sweetest, most perfect thing I've ever seen on a human face before or since. Kindness and promise. I asked her if she knitted the scarf herself. And the next 30 years began. 15 years.
You remember that game we used to play, long car rides, where you have to pick a couple and try to say which one of them scored?
So, you were wrong? Who do you think? That would be me. You never know when life is gonna line up just perfectly and walk you right into your future. That's what I want for you. That's what New York can be. New Orleans can't do that. Everything will be good. Really good. We should get a dog.
Seriously? I've been begging you for one for years and you want to get one the year before I leave for home.
Whoa, what do you mean leave? Huh? No, you're gonna go to Tulane, live here, and then you're gonna graduate, get married, have kids, and still live here.
Okay, stop it. Rottweiler or Chihuahua?
Do I look like a Chihuahua guy?
Great Dane and Newfoundland.
Maybe cross the two.
Leon Burger or Leshman.
What's a Leon Burger?
It's like a lion and a dog.
Ooh, let's get a lion dog. So who is this guy?
Spain.
Adam. That's it?
I don't know what you got.
What is his father?
Dad. Are you serious? Well, what are his prospects? Is that your next question?
What are his prospects?
Why don't I just stay over here so you can call him into your office for me tomorrow?
But I can't. Gave me an eye. Fresh out the little triangle. I'm asking 100 a kilo. I got 6 to sell. Shit's so dope, you'll double your bills. So, try it. Spread it around. Let me know when you're ready to buy in.
Y'all ain't the only one up in your gang. That's 200 G's.
Why we need samples when we both out muddied up here? Oh. I'm not carrying products. Come back in a few hours.
You know what if I ain't your shiny white ass you on show? Violence and survival.
I swore my lawyer was a fat white lady.
Kelsey Jones, I'm his attorney.
Said I do it.
According to the coroner's report, you were interviewed by SID.
Yeah, and I already told those pigs I don't know shit.
I'm asking again. For the family.
When I hear it, ain't nothing left but that family.
Wait a second, you know.
No, I'm not sick. Yo, done here.
Hey guys, the oatmeal cookies are done. They are nice, big old thin, crispy ones. They're big, they're huge like I like them. They're thin and crispy. And of course y'all know I've already had a couple. I've still got a few more to bake, but they came out okay. Now, I'll say this one thing, that they came out, I could put a little bit more flour and a few more oats to thicken them up a little bit, but they're fine like that to me. The only thing is with them thin like that, they sort of stick to the pan, but they're fine like that with me. So if you want yours thick, then you can go ahead and add another half a cup of oats and a half a cup of flour to that recipe. But other than that, they are just fine. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all try this recipe and enjoy this recipe like I have. Remember now, I'm going to put that COVID information at the end of this video. So please go ahead and read it, share it with someone. Remember, take care of yourself. If you're feeling tired and fatigued for any reason, lay down, rest, check your doctor out, and figure out what's going on. I'm doing pretty good right now, but it's time to shut it down because I am getting ready to kick my feet up and relax and enjoy a couple more of these cookies here tonight. So thank y'all again. Keep those prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Stand in the gap and please pray without ceasing for everything that's going on in this world and in your life and for those that you love. So until I decide to cook again, you all stay healthy, stay safe, and I love you. Toodaloo.